I get on stage and I'm home. That's where I belong, and that it's where you get to pour every single emotion that you've had into one, 3.5-minute spot and just like let it all out. And it really, so many different emotions can lend to an amazing performance. I'm Ruby Demure, and I am a burlesque performer and producer. I was born in small town Alberta and grew up dancing at the local dance studio. I saw Karen Kane on CBC at Christmas do Cinderella, and as soon as I saw that, it was done. And I begged my parents until they finally put me in ballet. When I was 12, I went to dance camp, met a teacher there and a community of amazing people that just really took me kind of to the next level of dance. And that's, I guess, when I started thinking that that was my path and that was my career choice. Unfortunately, dance can be a cruel on your body, and just with the construct of what a dancer and what a ballerina looks like. And I didn't have the feet. Out of anything in the world, I didn't have the feet. I had the body, I had the flexibility, I had the drive, but I didn't have the feet. But with the amazing encouragement and mentorship and incredible compassion for my love of dance, and my teachers kind of steered me into the modern and contemporary world. And I started kind of taking off with that, and it was a rebirth. Like I fell in love with dance all over again. But at this point, my body was starting to fail me, and I had hip fractures, stress fractures in my hips, and I had to kind of make a tough choice whether it was really worth the stress on my body. And after some thinking, I realized that it wasn't right, and so I stopped. For many years, I couldn't really even watch dance, and I couldn't even really be a part of it because I hadn't taken the time to grieve like a huge loss, which was really my identity for my entire life. And it was really, really difficult. I wanted nothing to do with it at all. A girlfriend of mine, I had moved down to Calgary by this point, and a girlfriend that I danced modern with was in a burlesque group in Edmonton, and they needed filler. There was something that I was really drawn to about it, and I mean, even to the day, I can't really say what I was drawn to, whether it's like the luxurious like fabrics and feathers and glamour and sparkle. I mean, that's definitely part of it because that's a huge part of dance, was like the costuming and that part of it. But just the movement, the self-expression, and just the empowerment. So many women that I know that do burlesque, it's their dirty little secret, right? And many of us have muggle day jobs, and then we wear wigs at night and put on so much makeup, and we transform into our persona, into our character, and it's almost like they're two different people. My process starts with music most often. So I'll hear a song and I will just be compelled to move to it. I'm really lucky because I have that dance background, and so I do get into the studio or into my living room and choreograph, but I'm really able to just move organically to the music as well. I know certain points in the music where something happens, and then the in-between stuff is organic movement. For me, it goes music, movement, costume, polish, stage. I'm starting to just learn to give in to my art, and dancing, burlesque lets me do that. I think maybe that is my favorite part, is that how vulnerable the space can be. And it's something that people are not comfortable with, vulnerability. And when you're on stage and you're inviting people in and you're putting something out there that you have created, you're in this really raw space. And we don't get to do that a lot in our day-to-day life. There's not a lot of places where we can be that open, I guess. And that is the best feeling in the world. Yeah, and I think just being humble and understanding that I have room to improve and I will always be improving. I never get up on stage and think that I am the best dancer in the world or the best performer in the world, and I always know that it could have felt like the best performance that I've done of that number, but that I can always get it better. I mean, that I can always learn new parts to kind of grow my art